So now we're finally here after a year. You've been living here. We're done with the project. The house looks beautiful. How are you liking it?
So far, so good. I feel like the house feels like home. Have a lot of space, a lot of beautiful rooms that we're gonna go through. So yeah, no, I definitely like living in a house and like having the space and for kids and a yard and a pool, summer, that's great.
Do you think it was helpful to have like a design team backing you guys, but sort of pitching for both of you guys in terms of like marrying the styles?
Definitely.
Like, was that a plus?
Yes, because if I had just gone with what I wanted and like none of Kyle's influence, like it was nice to have someone like you guys and experts be like, no, that makes sense, like that will look good. I need that, and I feel like I very much trust experts, and when someone says like, no, that will work, or like just trust us, I'm like, okay, done. If anything, looking back now, like because of how Kyle's office came out in his bathroom, I almost wish I let him influence his darkness a little bit more, because I love that room.
It's so cool.
It's
So moody.
so
That
cool.
that bathroom is gorgeous.
Yeah. I think like what was most interesting, or maybe impressive, I'll say, is how like the process, you guys were just so good at like bringing everything together. I just like could not believe when I walked into the front door, which by the way, I missed the full install and I missed our entire move from New York City to this house because I was away for work. So I literally walked into like a perfect home. That was like shocking. Like I was just like, wait, that's it? Like it's just done and it looks like perfect and every single detail has been thought through. That was like my favorite part, or like the most surprising part in a way. Obviously like that's what you do, but I've never worked with an interior design team and like never had a home like this before. So that was like my favorite part.
So now that you've been living in the home for a while, do you see yourself when you're here? Like, do you think we got it? Do you
Yes.
find yourself in it?
Definitely. I feel like it's very us, and it's such a compliment when people visit us and they're like, this house is so you guys. Like I fully see it. So yes, I definitely think so, because there's like a minimalistic element to it, but then there's like these pops of color, but then there are these elements of black throughout the house. So I feel like it did capture it.
For the kitchen, I think it was really interesting, the whole concept of that island coming together. We basically pieced pieces of slabs to create that beautiful big pedestal that it
Yes.
has. And then when you look at it from the back, which is how you're gonna enjoy it most of the time, it's this beautiful monolith of stone. And it's so white and so dreamy. And then we carried that stone into the family room fireplace, which I think it worked out really well, because it's not busy, it's just sort of
Yes.
cohesive. And then we put those two built-ins next to the fireplace, which
Yeah.
helped to hide toys and the
Yes.
television too.
The television, I feel like that was such a great touch. I remember all of us talking about that. Those giant cabinets are like so functional. Like there's just toys and blankets and a million different things in there, the TV. So I felt like it was a nice like design element that was truly functional.
As you know, it was a pleasure to work with you. Thank you for being wonderful and beautiful and sweet and a good person, and for picking us and letting us be part of your journey. I hope that this home brings you so many years of health and joy and togetherness.
Thank you. That was so nice. Oh my gosh. Thank you, and to your team, for all of your hard work and for creating our dream home. I'll never forget the day I walked in here and it was just all completely finished, and I can just see us growing and living here and our children growing older here. It was such an enjoyable experience. I learned so much, and Kyle and I really grew closer over it, and our family has already grown here, so thank you.
You're very welcome. It was a pleasure.